They're building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Here's a look at some of the stats for Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Thank you, Kevin. The Clippers are trying to shift their offense toward ball movement. Last season, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George both notched career highs in assists. Kawhi said, if I can get us in an offense, that makes me happy. It doesn't matter about getting an assist. Just make the right play and share the ball. Kevin?
They've got great chemistry, David, just like you and I do. Thanks for that report. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight. Brett, what do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if you're going to play that fast, you're going to have to make decisions that don't catch up with the speed. And that means making the right quick decisions and not rushing things. If these teams get ahead of themselves, the first ones to do that, they might find themselves in a hole.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. Chris Middleton is out there with Holiday, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And for the Clippers, George in the front court, along with Leonard. All out there with Powell, and it's Zubac in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here is Holiday to the middle. Ingles with the ball. Here's Lopez, and misses it off the right side of the rim. It's Powell with the drive.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? Wall against Holiday. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Leonard. Antetokounmpo, no good. Leonard against Giannis. To the wing on the left. George looking around. Good work there as it goes.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Poke loose. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Powell with it, now guarded by Middleton. And it's George finishing it off.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
So it's the Bucks now after the basket by Los Angeles. There's the pass to Middleton. Shoots over Powell. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's George finishing it off.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Now here is Holiday. This game he had 12. Pass to Giannis. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
Well, Giannis scores inside, one of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint, and a strong feel for the attack that time.
And there was a slight panic in L.A. when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with. Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Clippers leading by 6. Outside, George. And Leonard has it in the corner. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wall against Holiday. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6.
I think it's natural to tense up when Giannis is in the area, especially as a shooter.
Middleton on the wing. Guarded by Powell. Here's Giannis. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's George. They really needed more from him in that loss to the Lakers.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Holiday. He dishes it to Giannis. Back to Holiday. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, we've seen Lopez be more and more assertive in looking for his shot, which in turn draws the defense's attention to him.
The Bucks shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, some players say they watch the standings. Others say they ignore them. Which side were you on?
You know, at times I did a little of both, but I typically wanted to watch, especially when my team was relevant. There was a couple years where I had no desire at all to see where our team was because I knew we were pretty close to the bottom.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Bucks trail by 6. Pass to Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now, here's Wall. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Leonard. Rebounded by the Bucks. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Middleton outside. Fires the 3. That shot is off as the Clippers taking it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And this one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Powell with it, now guarded by Middleton. Lets it fly from 18. Leonard with the bucket.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Bucks trail by 8. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubats.
A moment here to see some stats for Ingles. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
Well, he attracts serious attention from the defense, and that really does open up the backside for a lot of his teammates to take full advantage.
Holiday against Leonard. Over Holiday. Leonard, no luck.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup's good off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
The pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. The rebound by Holiday. Bucks trail by 6. He kicks it to Ingles. Stolen by George. Lob pass to George. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. A pull-up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. And, Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And, Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And the Bucks making a change here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Grayson Allen's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Drew Holiday. Brent is someone with on-court and front office experience. Just how valuable is a good relationship, do you think, between the players and a team's executive leadership?
Well, Kevin, I don't think it's much different than a good friendship. You know, take it away from the court and think about things in your life that impact you. It's somebody that shows that they care for you beyond what it is that you bring to the table. And that's the most important part about earning and trying to gain trust with the players that you bring into any program, is that you want to let them know that you care, and you want to let them know that you have interest in them as people first. And if you can get to that point, that foundation and platform to build out a player and to have him grow with the organization, that's a priceless relationship.
First one falls for him.
And the athleticism that George Hill can bring to the point guard position makes him impressive. He does it so well on both ends, especially when he's engaged.
Both free throws good from Hill. Here's Leonard. 11-point game his last outing. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot. But the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs. And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But, boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning. especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And George drops them both. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Wall. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. It's stolen by Ingles. Outside Hill. Over George. And it's sent back by George. And here's the fast break. All going up court. And the dunk by Powell.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Robert Covington's checked in for Leonard. Batum comes in for Norman Powell, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall.
I'd like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
George against Allen. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. From 10 feet out. That one goes. Count it. Clippers leading by 7. Now here's Jackson. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers. It's Covington on the wing. It's stolen by Hill. To the middle. Here's Allen. He doesn't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
Now here's Jackson. George Hill missing his last shot. Comes up empty down low. Allen surveying the D. Over Batum. That one wide left. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. 7-point differential.
Well, Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
1:51 left to play in the first. Hill passes to Allen. Bucks passing it around. Now, here's Ingles. He's covered closely. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Clippers in second.
You know, it's an entertaining style of play. And look, I mean, those are the baskets you want if you've got the legs for it. Scoring becomes a lot easier.
Outside Jackson. And George kicks to Covington. That shot missing. And Milwaukee the other way now. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Outside Hill. Four on the shot clock. The three. The shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. Now Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Portis. Hill with it. George picks him up. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul. Los Angeles making a switch here. Mann's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Wara checked in. Here's Hill. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. Five to shoot. Got a hand on it.
And this is what staying active can give you. Morris sending that one back with authority. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And here's Covington from the arc. Drops in the tray. And the Clippers lead by 12. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this break. And a hard-charging attacking style for Giannis. He knows he'll absorb some contact along the way.
There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to come out and try to be physical with me, try to hit me, knock down to the floor. But I just got to keep my composure. I think I have great teammates that always talk to me and tell me, stay focused, stay in the game. I know that I'm going to get a lot of contact, and I'm just ready for it.
And such a fierce competitor, but Giannis knows he can't afford to get into altercations with opponents.
No, too important to his team. Sometimes toughness is about keeping your composure even after the tough hits.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's man in at the 2-guard. Clippers leading by 15. Outside Covington. Just a man. Launches it. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Outside Hill. Allen for three. Batum grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Baca against Jackson. Kicks it to Batum. Back to Jackson. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Hill looking around. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Chris Middleton comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Holiday in for Grayson Allen. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
From outside the arc, Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's a beautiful shot there for Drew. Defenses have to account for Drew Holiday out there behind the arc.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, "I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor." Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Hill, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Zubac finds Batum. Outside Jackson. Pass to Covington. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. Yep, it counts.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Here's Zubac. Following the basket by George Hill. Jackson passes to Mann. Outside, Batum. And here's Jackson. 4 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot with the fadeaway. They get the rebound. Zubac. Ibaka with some nice D. Bucks trail by 14. Middleton outside. Dishes it to Ibaka. And yes, it's good. Ibaka's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Jackson with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Here's Zubac. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 14. Passes it to Nora. There's the 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And Brent, the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021, the play-in tournament, really became a hot-button issue last season.
Yeah, it felt like you either were going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
Bucks trail by 13. Holiday looking over the floor. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Giannis has got 8 points.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Wall. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Giannis with some nice D.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Holiday. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Antetokounmpo, no good. Clippers leading by 11. Mann passes to Leonard. All with it, guarded by Holiday. Pass to Leonard. Back to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Giannis. He had 19 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Wall against Holiday. The kick out to Wall. And here is Powell. 8 points his last outing. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. Now here's Powell. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now here's Wall. 11-point game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
First free throw is good. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you, than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times the D has no choice but to foul him.
And that's something that seems to get overlooked with Giannis. How gifted a passer he is for a player of his size.
Well, the other thing, GA, that's awesome is that as he's going along here, you can see moments where the game is literally slowing down for him. So you take a guy who's won most valuable player awards, and now the game's getting slower. Man, that's some dangerous stuff.
He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Good on the second free throw.
Well, a little bit each year, Giannis gets fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Zubac, that's good. Zubac has got 12.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Milwaukee with the ball. It's a 14-point game. And Holiday kicks to Portis. Giannis high post. Clock at 6. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. He gets that one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now trying to put this one away.
Here's Middleton. Holiday left side. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Wall passes to Powell. Back to Wall. Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And stolen by Portis. Here's Giannis. Goes back up. And it's sent back by George.
You can't toss up the weak stuff around Paul George. He sees it coming and uses his reach to get to it.
And here's Leonard from three. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Here's Holiday. No good that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. It's game one of a 3-game road trip. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubats. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Bucks. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 14. Back to Holiday. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Wall against Middleton. Left side, Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the half. To end the drought. The shot by Holiday, no good.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Puts it up from 12, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Leonard's got 11 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Bucks trail by 18. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Wall kicks to Powell. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Leonard. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Leonard's got 8 points here in this quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up tempo tonight.
Here's Portis. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
And the first one drops.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Clippers. The Bucks also changing it up. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Portis. Allen comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Drew Holiday. Both good from the line that time. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Giannis against Leonard. Powell for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Powell's got 7.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
And here is Hill after the three-pointer from Norman Powell. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. They get it back, and Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, and the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's George. Some solid defense from Ibaka. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Clippers on top as they end the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Bud, what are you looking to clean up in the second half?
I don't think our offense is really moving the way we wanted to, getting up and down the court at a pace. And, we got to make a few more open shots, but I think we can be a lot better offensively.
We've seen that from your team, Coach. I'm sure it'll show up. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was all about the Clippers as the game got going. They had great chemistry early on, both offensively and defensively, stringing together an impressive 8-0 run to jump on top early. They were sitting on top with a 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Then in quarter number 2, it was all hands on deck, and what a show it was. Quality execution, good efficiency, some tremendous defensive play helped them take a decisive advantage, and they're running away with this one. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the big men on the floor, Giannis and Lopez. Holiday out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Ingles in at the small forward position. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. The shot, no good. Wall with some nice defense. And with Drew Holiday in his defense, Brent, he lets this team get away with things they normally couldn't.
Well, Kevin, the one thing that's really great about Drew being able to be switchable in that way is how much more confidence he gives every other defender that's on the floor with him. He takes the toughest guy on offense, and he shuts him down.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So crafty on the drive. When Wall is in attack mode, he really puts a ton of pressure on the D.
The Clippers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he makes the first.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
And so John Wall nails both of them. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. Here's Giannis. What a jam!
Wow. Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. That's some flashy stuff from Antetokounmpo. They're dicing up the D with the ball control.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
And Leonard has it in the corner. He kicks to Powell. 6 to shoot. Back to Leonard. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Leonard attacking. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Driving inside. And it's Leonard missing.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Powell with the steal. Out to the wing. Wall against Holiday. And the shot goes in.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Wall against Holiday. Baseline try. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. In the corner, George with it. Outside Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Giannis after the Clippers pick up 2. Holiday finds Giannis. Middleton outside. And they'll get another chance. A second chance effort, and it's Lopez laying it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. Mann subbed in for Powell. The Bucks also with the sub. Wara checked in. Now here is George. He's got 12. Pass to Ingles. Here he goes. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Wall against Holiday. Wall passes to Covington. Batum scanning the floor. Passes it to Mann. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Mann's got 6.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The pass to Norrell. And with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 21. There's the feed to Wall. Back to George. Carries it down low. 14 points for Paul George.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
For Milwaukee, they've gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Middleton can't get it to go.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now, here is George. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 5. Back to Wall. Right wing. This one for 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half.
Sprinting up the floor and beating everyone down. That's the reward for Chris Middleton.
Los Angeles has gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Inside, here's Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Norrell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Middleton. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Outside, George. Back to Wall. To the left wing. Here's Mann. From outside, off the mark. The Bucks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Holiday. Wall with some nice D. Clippers leading by 23. To the paint. Here's Covington. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Covington's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Paul George really making a difference here.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
A different look for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Now here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Good use of recognizing space and getting to the mid-range from George Hill.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Covington. Here's Mann, defended by Allen. Puts it up from 12. Mann can't hit. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Ingles against Batum. Kicks it out to Allen. Going inside, and it's Allen with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Passes it to Jackson. His 3-pointers off the mark. Bucks trail by 21.
And Bobby Portis, an interesting talent. He can play back to the basket. He can play one dribble away. And as a stretch 5, if they play small, he's able to knock down threes.
And Covington sends it back. Shots good by Ibaka. Clippers leading by 19. Jackson in the corner. It's stolen by Hill. And the pass to Ibaka. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Portis. Pass to Ingles. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his third assist on the night.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Covington. He's got 7. Outside Batum. And the Clippers miss again. Well, we know Bobby Portis, Brent, has bounced around between teams, but as you said, the shooting has been there.
The shooting has been there, and that's what he came in to the NBA as, a great rebounder, but a great scorer coming in. And now he's finding more confidence in being able to step to the three-point line and let it rip.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 14-4 run. Allen's shot is off.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Nick Batum, he can kind of give you a bit of everything on the wing. A true jack of all trades.
It's interesting, GA, because that versatility is what got him a long-term contract to play in Charlotte for a number of years. And now coming full circle, he's back to that versatile play around other guys who are star players. That's what makes him so valuable to any club he plays with now.
The first one falls.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Powell, he's checked in for Terrence Mann. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And here's Hill, who will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 18. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
.141 left to play in the third. Hill dishes to Ibaka. It's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Powell. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Clippers leading by 18. .51 seconds left in the third. Left side Covington. And stolen by Portis. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up from 8. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 4th assist in this one. LA's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Pass to Powell. Fade away. A rebound by the Bucks. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The wide open look here for Ingles. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and he drops that one in. Jackson's got his 2nd basket. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson is out there with Powell. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Passes to Leonard. Fires for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Bucks on defense. 11-point game. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Allen leading the charge. Shots good by Middleton. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Clippers leading by 8. Leonard kicks to Zubac. In the corner, Powell with it. Back to Jackson. Out left to the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Zubac finds Powell. Los Angeles with another miss. On offense here, the Bucks. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
And the Clippers call time here.
And, Kevin, how about his basketball journey? Taking him from Australia to Spain, then Israel, before finally landing in the NBA at age 27. But Joe Ingles, boy, was well worth the wait.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Joe Ingles. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. Let's see if they were listening, guys.
Thank you, David. Bucks trail by 8. And he grew up playing Australian rules football, and Ingles not afraid to mix it up.
And early in his career, guys would look to attack him one-on-one, but they learned the hard way. He's long, active, and uses anticipation about as well as anybody.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Leonard attacking the rebound by the Bucks, and Zubac picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lopez, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. Here's Milwaukee now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Looking to get it going. Here's Middleton. It's hauled in by George. George has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. On the wing, Jackson. Lopez covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And how about the confidence right now from Jackson? Not bashful at attacking and drawing attention from there.
And he knocks down the first one. Jackson hits both of them. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Giannis high post. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. George finds Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Clippers lead by 11.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
There's the pass to Middleton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Middleton against Jackson, and it's in there. Middleton's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Jackson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Bucks making a change here. Wara checked in. And so Jackson nails both of them. Bucks trail by 11. Outside Holiday. To the middle. Powell with the steal. Jackson finds Leonard. Here's Holiday, and it's denied. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession. John Wall's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Norrell. Middleton outside. And he jams it with authority.
That's great signs to see Chris Middleton get up just like that.
Clippers leading by 9. Now Wall. Outside Leonard. Back to Wall. Misses the three.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
No one covering.
Now Drew aggressive there, right? You could see committing to that shot, looking more than happy to rise up and fire.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And the Bucks with possession here after the Clippers pick up 2. Aston Worrell. Puts up a 3. No good on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Powell. And good coming off the assist by Wall. And now it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Oh, a nice feed from Wall, paving the way for that bucket. That's always his first thought. Find the best shot possible on every trip, whether he has to take it himself or create for a teammate.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Now, Zubac. George finds Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Over Giannis. And it's Leonard missing. Bucks trail by 9. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Wall against Holiday. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the Thunder finish.
Here's Holiday. Passes it to Giannis. Outside Holiday. And the Bucks miss again.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
George against Antetokounmpo. And George kicks to Wall. Banked in off the glass. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Bucks trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Holiday. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Clock at 6. Fires from the line. Middleton can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Kicks it to Holiday. Inside, here's Middleton, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Wall with a block.
A stellar all-around defender. Wall enjoys rising up and denying shooters.
The shot by George, no good. Bucks trail by 13. Holiday with it. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Leonard. In the corner, George with it. To the inside. Wall. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here's Middleton. Holiday finds Giannis. Poked away. And here's Holiday. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Shot from the top of the key, and it comes off the front of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 15. Here's Leonard. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Lopez. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Now, quiet is Kawhi Leonard, but don't let that mistake itself for a lack of competitiveness. He has that desire and drive to continue to get better.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Bucks trail by 20. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and it's Ingles off the drive. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Leonard kicks to Powell. Back to Leonard. The pass to George. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, Paul George starting to feel real comfortable right now at the three-point line.
There's 1:40 left in the game.
Who's got Chris?
Middleton outside. Ingles finds Giannis. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Paul George.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
It's Solomon to Kumbo. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bucket is good. 23 seconds left in the fourth. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Wall up top, guarded by Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Powell, the pass to Leonard. From deep, Wall. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.